team's undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Pringle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Escapes the pressure going right. Looking for his man in the middle. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Into the end zone for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Penn State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finding some room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Canes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. The extra point here would tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Turning it on! Still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. On the ground, it's Martin. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The easy way to convert on third down, the penalty moves the sticks. The give to the back. Inside the 40. Ripping through the defense. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Beck. Trying to beat the D deep. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that running play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He leaves it with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. As we take a look at the stats, both teams putting up some numbers. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Running behind that left side.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw. It's Beck. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Got room on the return. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They're going to run it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Keeps it himself. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead the offense is out there on 4th down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love this.
He's on the loose. Goes out of bounds, but not before he takes that return into plus territory at the 47. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the...
Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's past the 30. There's some room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the single back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go with Peoples. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The give to the back. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll go right back to the run. Plows through the defense. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with FIU taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's FIU in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the 2nd half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the 2nd half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
The run inside. It's Martin. And he's dragged down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Now adjusting. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. Fighting off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Quick handoff. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Mensah unloads it left. Grabbed outside the numbers. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Back to pass, it's Beck. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up, you play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in 2nd and long, a pretty predictable situation.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and they keep the drive alive.
Handoff for Peoples. Can't get him to the ground. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Steps away to find some room. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Throwing, Mensah, bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's Mensah to throw. Now sliding to his left. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Gashes him in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for room, it's Martin. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Canes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6 just. Looking deep down the right side. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Beck. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll start this drive from the 42. DB's right up on the receivers. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. That's reeled in. It's Vaughn. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Looking left. Working the big fella to the corner. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Trying to run, it's Pringle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Mensah. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.